Welcome to the Blue Green Ocean Road podcast. Hey, Mike.
Dave, how you doing?
All right.
What's going on, man?
I'm getting George is calling me. I guess I don't know why. So it's a classic beginning to the podcast where. Oh, it is George. Good. All right.
Hey, George.
Arr, how
you
you
doing?
doing? Not
All
too
right.
bad. How about yourself?
A little work in here while we're
Work.
talking.
Oh, Jesus. It's all right. That's a relief.
Oh, that's a piece of rail.
Yeah. There's another one.
There are still things you cannot purchase at the Home Depot.
That's right. You won't get this at Home
AI
Depot.
can't do.
Yeah,
And then just a regular.
very
knife.
nice.
But I got to sand them. I got to get them to the. I got to overnight them. FedEx them. These pieces because
What-
they're so impatient.
Massachusetts or beyond?
Massachusetts.
Uh,
How you been?
oh, enjoying this winter weather.
Oh, it's a beautiful day. Maybe I can get out skiing today at some point. They trashed
Looks
the
like
trails.
there's just enough fresh, but there's just enough fresh coating. So even a trash trail would be nice.
Yeah, the four wheelers got up all on the ski trails again and just trashed them.
Yeah,
I think they do it on purpose. They're, just pissed that they're not allowed on those trails, so they go on them and trash them. We
Trey,
can't enjoy them.
Got
Nobody
him.
can.
keep you liberal hippies in your place there.
Yeah. Yeah, I had one. Well, a couple of them in a discussion, and they were pissed that one section of the North-South Trail in Foster that's actually in the forest. It's like a mile. It goes behind the diner there on Route 6, and comes out on Shippey Schoolhouse Road. And no motor vehicles allowed, and they're so pissed about it. I'm like, you guys have hundreds of miles of trails you can ride on. You can't give us a mile and a half where we can walk and not have to smell the fumes. We have
What are you,
rights.
some kind of damn fucking hippie?
We have rights. Well, don't I have rights too? I have rights too. Fuck you and your rights.
I was at a New Year's party, and there was a kid. He had this gnarly scar right here, and his vocal cords were like crushed. He only whispered, and he said it was a man trap. He had a dirt bike, and somebody strung a cable across between two trees.
That was my neighbor.
Really?
Yeah,
You know who
and
did
he
that?
had permission. He had permission to ski on. Bob Sears owned the land at the time, and he had permission to ride his motorcycle through his property to get out to the trails. But the other neighbor, who takes it upon himself to be the land warden, he strung a wire across and almost decapitated this kid. His neighbor, his next door neighbor. Yeah, Fat George at the bottom of the hill.
Man trap. What happened to him? You go to jail forever? Is he still there?
Fat
Nope.
George, huh?
They
Mean
couldn't,
nothing.
even fatter than you. No, they couldn't prove it.
Whoa.
And
Fired.
they couldn't prove it was him, so he got away with it. Yeah,
Damn.
that's he's cousins with the Mays, Dave May and Gary May.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of the kid. I only met him once. I remember it was on a New Year's Eve party, though.
Yeah. Me and Mikey and
You were
Dave
there.
played at that party.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
It was right around the corner from where I am now.
That's where I was.
Yeah. Yep.
That's
I gotta
easy.
show you something.
I was on the plane. Yeah, now I remember you. Yeah, I remember you
shit.
were there, Mike.
Hey, Laura, where are them pictures at? God damn it.
Pictures? You have
Had some pictures. I had pictures to show you, but they're gone now. I wanted to show them
Those
to you last
pictures you
week.
showed me the other day.
Yeah, yeah,
Those the one. Oh, those are great.
yeah,
Wow,
yeah,
those are from long ago and far away, man.
yeah.
And now they're gone.
They're gone. I don't know.
Oh,
See
they
if we can find them.
Years marriage is just yelling what from the other one.
Oh, what'd you do with that pictures?
Huh?
Ah, damn it, where'd you put them? Can't find nothing.
Picture
Yeah.
of what?
Good.
Huh?
What'd you say?
They're in there. They're on top of your bin. What bin? What are you talking about, bin? No.
They're in the bin. Fucking bin. You don't have a bin.
Not there now.
Down the engine room. Scotty's having trouble with his first mate.
Yeah. Gonna get fired.
So I went
Yeah.
back and I messed around with some AI this week just to see how they're doing.
Yeah?
And
How are they
not
doing?
much. It's some more. It's kind of impressive stuff. Some of it, it's still AI. You know.
Well, yeah.
And it's always going to be like that. I'll tell you one thing: humans are not going to want to listen to machine music or a machine story or a machine movie.
Or poetry.
But it is taking the place of, oddly enough, like low-level white-collar jobs, human resources, language translators, stuff like that, clerical shit. You know?
Yep. Half of them,
Writing
Half of them
scripts for
jobs-
TV and movies.
half of the jobs you were talking about a couple of weeks ago, of jobs you could do at home, yeah, they're all done now.
I wasn't talking about any. There's a giant list of them. There's some that
Yeah.
AI can't do.
Whatever. Most of the jobs on that list, AI can do. Those jobs are going away.
Ain't going yet.
Yeah, pretty
Ain't
much.
dead yet.
You'll see.
Oh, yeah. We'll all see.
All right, right at the top of the pile here. Let me see if I can show you that.
Who's that young fella? God damn.
Look at them shorts.
You should see how that's pretty wild the way that's coming out with your background, Mike.
Yeah.
George is perfectly
I'm in the
calm.
engine room. Jesus Christ.
You know, it looks like he's got
I was
an
never
action
that
figure of
young
your
or
George.
that thin.
Look at it. Look at them shorts, man.
Look, it's Han Solo.
Let's see.
Clearly
Oh,
plastic.
that's nice.
Sexy one.
Tell you, you should get that one framed. That's a nice shot. It's not. You're not
trying to
doing it justice because it's
No,
not
'cause I'm
coming
trying to
through the
get-
background.
Well, you can't
very
see his
well.
head anyway.
Do we see his head?
Fred playing banjo.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Mike's back to doing puppets. Oh,
Sequoia.
that's cool. Sequoia the boy. It's a little bundle. Hey, what's that? Look at that bald head.
Look, he's got hair.
Yeah, kind
Still
of.
had some hair.
Yeah, there it is. I still got that much. I could grow that back. That could be
No
done.
fur. No fur on my face.
Oh no. See? You're upsetting the dog. Oh yeah. That's cool. I got some pretty cool ones of us.
Quiet. I don't know if you're gonna get this one.
It's a
Whoop.
lamp. Hold it right there.
That
That's
picture.
Mikey. That's Mikey.
No shit. Look at that guy.
Wow.
You
That's
send me
Yeah.
that?
That's Sequoia, and there's Cedar.
Can you send me a copy of that?
Sure. That's Mikey Sequoia and Cedar at Dan's Cabin in New Hampshire. I don't know if you're going to see this one. There's Fred. No, that's me. Mike. Derek.
Oh, that's a great set. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Well, you can't see. It's hard to show pictures on here. Well, that's about all I got for that. I thought you guys would get a kick out of that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ah. Memories.
Yeah.
I remember hair.
That was a lifetime ago.
It was. It really was. Sakari as a little kid. That's almost 30 years ago.
Where's the shit? Oh, I had this cool picture of Stephen and Heron. I can't. It's not here now. I had a really cool picture of Stephen and Heron. They're about, I don't know, maybe even less than a year old.
On the
It's
chair.
really cute. It was really cute. They were kissing each other.
Yeah, on the chair.
It was
On the green
cute.
Chair.
I don't know.
I remember back then. I think they were just walking. It was a little after 1, and me and Laura were walking, and we turned around, and Heron was rolling down the hill. Right, she was just spinning like a log, right?
No.
And your wife goes, "Oh, I should be a better mother," right? She just got, she got distracted and shit. It was fine, but I mean, it was so cool. It's when Heron was wearing that hat to cover her bald head. And she hadn't grown any hair yet, so he was wearing that red hat. Yeah. So I just remember doing that. She was fine. I mean, they made a rubber. It was just that little hill behind my pool. It was just so when we turn around, that's what the kid's doing now. Just rolling away.
Yeah.
We were all new. You guys better like when we had Sabrina, they make the second one tougher. So you pad the whole house when you have the first one, the second one, whatever.
Yeah. You watch them roll down the hill and you go, I should be a better parent.
So that's
but
happening.
Whatever. The first one, you're like chasing them down the hill. No.
Yeah, take them to the hospital and shit. They said it'd scramble that brain.
With my siblings, man, by the time I came along, my parents let me juggle knives.
Pretty much no heroin in the living room.
It's true. This is true.
Yeah.
The older one has perks, but it also comes with some other problems.
Yeah, you got to be a priest.
Yeah.
That's right. The old.
Well, we all
oldest
saw
one
what happened
clears
with
the
that.
way.
Yeah, we all saw what happened.
I blazed the trail for nobody.
It didn't happen.
Bless you, my son.
Just think, Dave, if you had a younger sibling, they would have had it made. You'd have bore the brunt of your parents' concerns, and then the second one or the third one would
I could have used a little help.
had it easy.
Yeah, it was kind of you get dragged back. It's you. There's no one to call. Hey, go check on them with some shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Or your younger siblings would have said, "Oh, let him do it. Dave was fine. Dave was punished for all that stuff." The other ones, he turned out all right.
Dave will not be returning from
He survived.
California.
What are you gonna do?
Yeah, go
That's
home.
just the way of it.
It turned out fine. I'm glad the way it turned out.
Yeah.
I'm a leaf in the wind.
Have you been doing this a year yet?
Can't hear you at all, Mikey.
Have we been doing this a year?
Yeah. This is
Really?
Yeah, I think this is the first.
Really?
This is the first week all 4 of us showed up. We had just me ranting, and then it was me and Mikey, and the joke. I told a joke. That was a pretty good one, right? Yeah. Supplies.
Surprise.
You're not supposed to tell him. You're not supposed to tell the punchline first. That's your mother's joke.
Hey, Mike, maybe it ease off on that sand in there for a while.
Supplies. And then it was the next week. Mike finally showed up. In the third, and we've been doing it steady since. I have to look, but it's pretty close. I think it is this weekend. I think it's this one.
Really?
I think we're moving on to
Oh shit!
season 2 of the Blue Green Ocean Road.
Season 2. Wow.
So I was looking at AI
So that's like
editing.
52.
There's this one thing that's pretty cool. Like you can take a video, you put it into it, and it puts the whole script on the side, right? When you touch a line, somebody's line, that's the section of video, like me talking now, like you'd be able to see it. Also, you can highlight it, delete it, and it'll take it out. You know what I mean? And you can take out silences and stuff. It's just a quicker way to edit a video if you want, because you have to do it by hand otherwise. It took out the silences nice, like all the places where it was silent. You could grab all those, and you can find all the ums and ahs if you want. But I find that you really don't want to take those out. You don't want to do anything like that. But like taking some of the silence out, I guess, is okay. Then everybody's
Well, if we had like a level of intricate discussion and you had to take those things out for content reasons, but our discussion levels are never that, important or
no, we've
intense
gone
that you would
everywhere.
have
We
to
should
make such allowances.
The algorithm is not distributing this content. What the fuck? I don't know. What subject haven't we touched on? I want to know.
Let's see. Space.
Lots of space. Star Trek. Don't forget Star Trek. They should put hashtag Star Trek on this thing, and we'll shoot through the roof.
Let's see what else. Movies. Books. Yeah.
Television.
Bonsai.
There was another one that does music.
Bonsai.
It does AI music, and it's more, like when it's generated, when it's usually generated regularly. If you use like a drum machine and you do and things like that, it's like perfect time, and you can feel it. Like you can tell it's not a human. You can just tell, But now they're putting in rests and doing more creative shit, and it doesn't sound so machine anymore. But the other thing is like it's still, nobody's gonna give a shit. Nobody's gonna buy a fucking album of or any
They've had the technology to do that for a long time. You record digitally. You could quantize your whole track to make it perfectly in time.
Yeah,
but you could quantize it by 20% to make it pretty good, or 30%, or 50%, or 80%, like so that it didn't sound like a computer. So you could do it at different levels.
Yeah,
it's called quantization.
But it's not a human is what humans ain't gonna dig. You know what I mean? They're just not gonna want to deal with it. They just don't care. They like human things.
Humans in our generation aren't gonna like it, but young humans love that shit. They go to those raves, and they listen to all that techno music, and that's all computer music. It's all perfect.
Stuff, yeah, that's the beat in the back.
And they love that stuff.
Yeah.
And here's the funny thing: is like when I'm tripping. Well, back in the day when I used to do that sort of thing, I didn't like computer music at all. I liked music that had like an earthy feel to it.
Like when ZZ Top, when they started using a metronome, like a drum machine, those like the Afterburner and that just always felt like off to me,
Yeah, to us.
Yeah, those were the weird years. But I mean, Shop Just Man and stuff. It was okay, but yeah,
those are their biggest hits, though.
Yeah, I know it worked. I mean, it's just like
But talking to my son, like when he's tripping, he wants to hear that techno stuff. He loves that stuff.
I like some of it. I'm not against it.
I don't know, but the mood, I don't know. Talking about LSD and the mood.
I don't know, tripping. I don't know about that, man. Like I like the steady beat. You know what I mean? It's like a time. That's okay. That's fine. That's
like
what
Crosby,
actually that's
Stills,
what I was
Nash and
listening
Young.
to. I was using AI music this week too. I'll go anyway. Then there was like reading, and you see a lot of videos now. Like there's one where it creates the video for you. It makes an avatar, makes a fake person, right? And they're doing a script. Or you can write a script, and you'll have and it's kind of almost close to a human, except sometimes they have 18 fingers and shit. Like they'll have this like weird shit. Like, but it's getting better. But it's not ever going to be anything anybody's interested in. Like those are the YouTube videos that I don't even care for. Like the instructional ones, no matter how good they are, it's still that it's just somebody wrote it. You know, then I'll just have to read it. But there is one that shined through this week because ChatGPT is still free, but it's a lower level one, and it still doesn't know when the opposition is in Jupiter or any of that stuff. But it's more honest now. It told me, instead of just giving me a date, he says, you got to look that stuff up online. I don't have it. You know, I'm just the ChatGPT 3.5 is the one that's free.
That's the stuff that my kids are working on. They're teaching the AI to not lie and just say, you have to look that stuff up. Like that's the improvements that are being made. That's what both my kids are doing now. They're working on that. So that's interesting that you're already seeing results of that.
Yeah. I got one. Google came out. I think it's Socratic. I'm just looking now because I already tried it once. And it's like a Google result, but it's just the results, like the facts, like what you were looking for in the first place. It goes through the internet and it just grabs out the stuff part you want. So I did one. I went to a website I usually go to find oppositions and all that, the science. And it pulled it out, and it just gave me that section. Now, if I can go to the page where it came from, here we go, with the ads popping up all over the fucking place. You know what I mean? But I got the paragraph I wanted in the first place, and it came in a clean feed.
Yeah,
right. So
nice,
that's
right?
a motherfucker. And I'm going to try to tell you which one. This one is from Google too, so it's like it already goes to your operating system. So this one, I've actually played with this before, like Google Lens.
Can't see it.
I pointed at a plant, and it'll tell you what the plant is. I was going through my brother-in-law's cactus, right? All this cacti, and we were doing that. Me and Steve, we were playing around with it. It was the first time I ever even used it. And lo and behold, my brother-in-law has peyote. And then we said, Tony, you got peyote? He goes like that. What the fuck? You know what I mean? I found out so because it is. Yeah. And he just went. Peyote in the yard. So anyway,
Nice.
this one actually has it's useful. And ChatGPT is good for code, right? But you have to be careful. There was a little, I don't know if there's evil in it. I don't know, right? But this was evil, right? I just wanted a line command. It's just in Unix. You can make a nice little I wanted to move files, all text files, into just the text files out of all my directories and put them in their own directories, right? And move them, right? Just move them there. Just move files to that. So there's a line command. So it gave it to me, right? But instead of move, it went delete. So, but you had it's RM. That's the code, right? I looked at it closer. RM, you motherfucker. So it would have made the directories and it would have grabbed the file, but deleted them instead of moving them. So it's the difference between MV and I went, oh, you fuck. If you actually ran that, that'd be like bye text files, you know?
Yeah.
Whatever files it was sorting. So it's like that. You have to review the code. You have to take a look at it, make sure it's not gonna do something crazy. But it's wicked useful. Oh my God. Just typing the code and then running the scripts, it's made my life a lot easier with that stuff.
Yeah, it's really useful for writing papers for school too, if you're careful. If you're a kid who can hardly write and barely read, and then you turn in a college type paper, your teacher's going to know you use ChatGPT. Anybody wondering what those sounds are? That's George.
George,
That's George singing. That's him humming.
that's George's pants.
There's something in my pants that's
Something
singing.
in my pants.
It's not even spring yet.
Oh no!
It is, man. The birds are going wild.
I can't remember now, right? But last week we had a lot. Like I got, I don't know about near the end. I started laughing my ass off. I forget what it was though, right? We started getting goofy at the end. It was good. I forget what it was though. But it was like I need AI to just pluck that shit out, right? You know, like get rid of the dog howling and all that junk, and just get the stuff where we're fucking roaring, you know? Because I don't know, that's like I don't know. We reach peak stoned around 45 minutes into this thing, you know.
That's
What about what all the food we ever ate looks like in a room? Yeah, let's do that. I don't think it was Socratic though.
I was sitting on the couch last night, and all of a sudden I felt this wetness in my crotch, and I'm like, "What the hell?" And I looked down, and then I remembered.
He's incontinent.
No, he would
And I
be telling
remembered
us
I
if
had
it was that. Then I looked down and I was whizzing myself. You know?
Incontinence. That's a aspect of age.
And Mikey's 60 now. He just turned 60.
Oh, yeah,
He's
that makes-
incontinent.
Wow.
Now go ahead, Mike. Mike, tell us what it is.
I got a 60-year-old guy's ass. Crotch got wet, like warm. And I looked,
Sure. I don't know. It just got wet.
Just, you know, moisture
There's
likes
an
me
aisle
now.
in the supermarket. There's an aisle in the drugstore where you can go, and they have these special underwear you could wear, and you don't have to worry about that.
Nope. Problem solved. Just not wearing them early. Just
That
to get
depends
used to
on what the problem is.
Just to say, go to a bar, just sit there with a grin all night, never leave. The 12th beer, you can't even fucking get out of the stool anymore. You weigh 800 pounds. 800 pounds of diaper.
They
I turned 60.
even
and all
have
of a sudden-
special.
Hold on. What?
I turned 60. And
They
all of a
even
sudden
have
my crotch-
special.
So you know what happened?
What
Was
happened?
I had earlier that day. I had gone to Dunkin', and I got coffee with creams on the side, and I put one of those creams in this pocket here, and for some reason it just let loose,
Yeah.
and it like my crotch.
Sure,
The packaging.
honey, that must have been what it was. I swear. It had to
Creamed
have
his
been-
shorts. He creamed his shorts. He just let loose.
Says, oh my God, how did that get there? I'll have to rub it off.
For no reason at all. Just-
Well, there's a
No reason. She's your partner's going to have to buy those special pads they have, to put on
See
the
this?
furniture.
Do you know what this is? This part of your fucking body is, Hey,
I had milk in my.
When a young man sits there and starts thinking about girls.
Creaming in your jeans. I creamed in my jeans.
Hey, at least it still works, right?
Hey,
That's always
not bad for a 60-year-old.
That's important.
Crema. I swear to God, the crema. Crema. It was a defective
Yep.
crema.
Yeah, you see, now that's another aspect of age. It's when you're at a diner or something, you start grabbing up all the sugars and creamers and putting them in your pocket. Take them home. Yeah, I can't waste these. You got
Oh,
free packs of sugar and creamers for your coffee
the
there.
end is near. I have to get supplies.
That's another aspect of age you see a lot of old folks do. And
My mom
Yeah,
used to do
fixed income.
I could live on mayonnaise. Eat it like
my mom
pudding.
used to do she put all the leftovers in her pocketbook, but it was for the chickens. You know,
Yeah.
everything.
Hey,
You know,
why not?
chickens they eat everything.
That's what I did this
Eating.
morning. I just cleaned out the refrigerator, took all the leftovers, and let them out for the chickens. Man, they loved it. Everything was all the stuff for the week that weren't
Yeah.
eaten up.
Yeah, man.
So you're gonna eat it as
And I'm going to
is.
go in and have me a nice 3 eggy breakfast this morning for after this.
Yeah.
Life will be
Same here.
good.
Yeah,
Same here.
I regret not having chickens now. Now I know. Damn it. How useful they are.
You could probably get away with it from your position in your
I'm by
apartment
that
there.
now,
You could
man.
probably
I
keep a
mean,
few
back when I had
pickings out there.
I always thought of getting
No, but
goats or pigs for that wood lot. Let like pigs just let them, like uproot every stump and all that. They'll turn that into like a field where you could grow fruit. Just
pigs are one of the hardest animals to contain, though. I mean, those fuckers are really ingenious in getting out of
Well, you
pens
know.
and running around.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, my grandmother had stories like that, but they always come back. She said she went out into the woods to get these 2 baby ones, right? And then she gave
Yeah.
up looking for them. When she came home, they were there in the fucking front lawn. They come
Sure.
back
After they
they're coming back. Just it's okay.
At-
But that was back when
after they
neighbor was
ransacked the
3
neighbors'
miles away.
gardens and
Yeah.
but anyway.
She did it once. She was a city girl from Cranston. It was like her first week in Gloucester. They just got the farm and shit. Yeah, she had like
Wait, man. I haven't got a chance to take a shower yet, so I think it's turning into yogurt.
yeah.
Sure, Mike.
Or did it happen again?
That's what they all say.
It's
Yeah, my
Broger.
balls are forming some kind of adhesive.
I got a fungal infection.
Broger.
It's fungal in the jungle.
When I pull the sack away, it sounds like Velcro.
Jesus
all
Christ.
It's all right.
All right, I can't do this. So.
Maybe that's
Good
there
one.
it is.
Anyway, I was right to town this morning to get the oil changed on the wife's car
Yeah.
and,
Ooh, exciting shit.
in the snow. Nothing but excitement, man. When you're tired.
Hey, I got a title.
all kinds of things to do.
Nothing but excitement. Like,
Yeah.
nothing but-
Going food shopping later on. Oh boy, my
Yeah,
my
there's
life
the
is full.
paycheck.
Just changed the oil last week. Didn't even need it.
That's what old guys do.
It's dirty
Yep.
quick around here.
Yep.
Shit, I'm so stoned I forgot the title.
Nothing but excitement.
So how was your Valentine's Day? What'd you guys do for Valentine's Day? Did you observe it, or did you say, fuck them, we've been married long enough,
No, you know what I do?
Well,
I don't do nothing for a week. You know what I mean? We don't do nothing for a week. We let it build up, right? Just let it build. And then on Valentine's Day, we nap.
It's like a fountain, right? It's like a fire hose after if you wait long enough, right? It starts leaking out into your pants while you're
It's
watching
not
TV.
There'll be no videos of this. It's literally like, why did we ever like this?
I think that's a fatal mistake, man. I made a fatal mistake early Valentine's Day in the morning. I tried to explain to her how it's no different from me because I express my love every day, And how,
Yeah, that works.
You lost her. I tried to explain to her.
And he's still alive. Look at that.
I had to buy everything. I bought
Here you
2
are, all
bouquets.
alone with your bonsai plant. On the way you went south on that shit.
Sitting,
I tried to
sitting on the
explain.
front step.
That's it. You did. I tried to explain to him. What the fuck? That's why, man.
I tried to leave. I had to buy two of everything. I had to buy
You know that now that
two.
like Taylor Swift is bringing in all the women to football, like increasing the viewership like through the roof. Women watching football, right? So now they're going to change some
Probably
rules, like they'll probably have like women referees, right? But instead of the call, they'll be recalling like penalties the team had like 7 games ago and shit. Right? They'll be bringing that up.
Yep. Oh my God. Yeah.
Everybody made a big deal out of that. What Kelsey did to the coach, you know, he went up and kind of almost assaulted the coach. You see that? Like, you got to keep me the fuck in. You got to keep me in, motherfucker. At the end of the
I know, like
game,
he was
What I
the
thought was
star
more-
of the.
he sang Viva Las Vegas, and that was fucking more disturbing to me.
So I got the new Mad.
There it is. There it is.
Yep.
It's Valentine's Day. Yeah, I did for Valentine's Day. I read a Mad magazine.
I can almost put money on that relationship's probably over by now. You know,
It's
with
everywhere.
her track record, man, she's probably moved on already.
I don't know,
I
man.
don't think. He just won the Super Bowl. I think she's doing all right. I think he's doing all right.
Yeah, that was last week. What did you do this week? You know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, we'll find out.
What are you doing for me today?
What's new? It won't be this.
What do you
It's
got
over.
for me
Right,
today,
that's done. Gone. Let's move on to the next thing.
What
Yeah.
a freaking game, man!
It
What a
ain't
great
nothing but excitement. I'm
Yeah.
excited for the next thing.
I tried
Can't
to
see
listen to
what.
some
I
of.
can't wait to see what's next.
I tried to listen to some of her music, you know, because she's everywhere right now, right?
Yeah, Tasteway. No, you don't like Tasteway?
Well, to be honest, Mike, be honest. Even if you found something you liked of hers, because she's so
No.
popular, you wouldn't like her.
Nah.
I went into it with a clear head. I was like, I'm going to listen to this and I'm going to see if I like it or not. And what I can say positively is that, you know, some of the lyrics are kind of clever, you know, but the overall sound gave me an instant headache.
You know, I was like,
Well, the sound is created by the producers. The producers create the sound and probably most of the lyrics to those songs.
No, she
And
wrote.
she just
She writes her
the
own
instrument
songs.
that puts
Yeah,
it
yeah.
out.
She writes all
Yeah.
her own songs.
But
She
how
plays
much?
live.
How much is she actually writing, and how much is it producers' input?
Well, I'm sure she's like sitting
And
there at home with an
augmentation.
acoustic guitar writing a song. You know, like that's what she does.
Uh,
But yeah, a
even
lot
to
of it's
this
the
day, I
producer.
mean, originally I think that was the case. When I used to listen to it because my daughter would listen to it, it was that and what's her name, Hannah Montana, Miley
oh,
Cyrus.
the Hannah
Back in
Montana.
the
I
day.
like the Hannah
Back in the
Montana.
day, and you know, it's all pretty much, you know, Yoki commercial kid stuff, you know. But I don't think it translates well.
Yeah,
to
you're not the
adults.
target audience. You're not the target audience for either
Yeah.
of those girls. You know.
Yeah, but even today, I'm not the target audience. You know,
no.
'cause
I like
It's not your
Avril
music.
her
It's not for you.
17-year-old self doesn't translate to a 30-year-old. You know, her teenage reality isn't really, you know, or maybe it does to these ladies. I don't know.
Think about what we
Not
were
my
listening.
kind of thing.
Think about what we were listening to back then, you know.
Yeah, but
And then-
that stuff is still, you know,
Still,
I
We
still
had good music to listen to.
listen to that stuff I listened to when I was 17.
Yeah, 'cause
it
we're
still
old.
holds up for the most part.
I don't really much.
but if that stuff, if
I actually don't
if
need
Taylor-
to. I could just play it in my head. Tell you the truth. Like "Wish You Were Here." I listened to that tape over and over again. My Volkswagen that year. It was like it was that and 2 other tapes. That's what I had. So they just played over and over again.
Good. Mikey, what were you saying there?
saying if Taylor Swift around back then. That she was doing this music back then, we wouldn't have listened to this.
They weren't doing
You know,
this.
No, we wouldn't have listened to it. It's not for us. It's for little girls. It's
But it's for teenage girls, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
not for
certain
us.
kid stuff.
Even our teenage girlfriends wouldn't have listened to that, though. You know?
You
Yeah,
know,
but there were plenty of girls who would have. There were plenty of girls who listened to Madonna and whoever else was the pop stars at the time.
I don't know. It's what got me the most was the overall sound was just like, oh, it's a headache, man, to me. You know?
Well, she's got different albums that have different sounds on them too. She's got a folk album.
I could only listen to 1 3/4 with another one, and then I was like,
She's got a
I'm
folk
done.
album. It's all acoustic.
Was it good?
Apparently, I don't know. Laura said it was okay. She said it wasn't bad. It wasn't great. It wasn't like one of the greats of folk music, but said it wasn't bad. She listened to it.
I suspect it was still overproduced nonsense designed for, marketed for people who don't know any better.
Probably.
Yoshimi versus
Junk-
the Robots.
Junk food. Really.
What?
The greatest album
Non-nutritive junk food.
ever. Yoshimi versus the Robots.
Oh yeah, they're Flaming Lips. I've seen them I've been to like 4 of their shows, Dave. They're amazing shows. The Flaming Lips.
Yeah, I saw a documentary on him. Also, what's that? Hannah Montana played with him. Yeah, it's on
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
on SoundCloud. They did an album. That's where it sits. Hardly anybody listens to it, I think, but it was good. You turned me on to those guys. You gave me the list. I had it on I had to try and find it. That's back when I was still searching like news groups.
Oh,
and
yeah.
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't
I
find
think just
everybody,
like
but I found a lot of them.
Their shows are amazing.
Yeah.
I think that would probably be it. I mean, when you see the video of the shows,
and he started, I don't know, hey, your cymbal's on fire. Yeah, but it makes a sound. Like
I mean, it's interesting to watch the performance, but I think it's, it doesn't, for me, it doesn't translate well when you're just listening to the music. It just doesn't.
Oh,
seem
I
to have that
disagree. I
same
really like
appeal.
that album. I really like that album and the one before it, Soft Bullet. And I think they're great to listen to.
I
I
didn't
don't
find
know.
it that interesting, but
Yeah. No, I really like
I mean, the show looks fantastic. I mean, the performance was wonderful,
and
but
the
I
show
think
was
that's
great.
the missing element. I mean, if you're there to see the show, then you could
No, this is just headphone shit.
you
where
can bring
stoned.
that effect.
I'm actually, I didn't care one way or the other about the show.
George, you
got to
get stoned when you listen to
I
it.
just saw a documentary and they had some clips of him live. He's a pretty wild dude, though. I mean, it's pretty cool. They're pretty cool.
You guys hear the Mark Maron interview where he started off the interview and it was just somebody, I don't even know who it was, but in the beginning of the interview, he played an earlier interview with Mojo Nixon.
Oh.
That was pretty cool. It was like
I
one of
didn't
his
hear that.
first. Yeah, it was like one of his in the first 100 or 200 interviews he ever did, and he was a huge fan of Mojo Nixon.
Yeah.
Played a portion of it. It was pretty funny, man.
That's someone I would have liked to have seen live. If I could have seen him live, that would have been great. I don't know if you guys seen him live.
The interview you're talking about, they were talking about McRibs, and Mojo goes, "Yeah, what's up with them fake bones?" That's the line I remember from that. They were just riffing on it. They were both laughing back and forth. Yeah, that was a good.
Great.
One.
The line I remember was he said, "The Eagles ain't nothing but the country monkeys of the '70s."
What? Say it again. I didn't really actually get all that. It sounded profound.
Yeah, that was good.
Some of that shit didn't
That
get
was
in.
good.
No, what?
You
And,
posted that quote.
Slower.
He sang the Federal Reserve can suck my dick.
McDonald's can kiss my ass.
Elvis is
Everybody
in Joe
singing.
Rivers, but he's trying to get out, man. He's trying to get out. Listen up, Joni, baby. He's trying to get out, man. He's trying to get out.
One time he sang Don Henley Must Die, and Don
Like he just laughed himself off the podcast.
What?
What the hell happened?
I think he creamed his shorts again.
Yes. The phone got wet.
Hey, man.
He got cream on his phone.
At least it still works, hey?
Yep. Hats off to him. He's just a youngster.
There he is.
Hey,
That's
you're
right, man. You're the baby of the group, Mike.
That's
You
right,
just
man.
turned 60. You're the baby.
Just- imagine that, putting those two words together.
Yeah, he'll outlive all of us.
Yes.
He'll be the last one.
Don't say that. You know, you guys die and leave me with Kennedy, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Alone at last. Listen up,
Far
Jody,
out, man.
baby. Yeah, that was it. That song was in my head that whole week. Well,
That's right.
I yelled that in the stairwell.
Aliens ate that Star Trek jive, you know.
Elvis
They're
is in your
Elvis.
mom. A little bit of Elvis in
Elvis
everybody.
is a perfect being.
Yeah,
The sailing Elvis.
Elvisness.
Thank
Elvis-lution.
Don Henley came
Mikey's
and
all
Mark
jerky.
goes,
Your phone's you get closer to your signal or something, Mikey.
hear me now?
Breaking up.
So
Hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So he sang Don Henley Must Die. And Don Henley came out from the back and sang it with him.
Cool.
And then
That's
Mark
wild.
goes, "Did you ever follow up with him on that?" He goes, "Fuck Don Henley."
What did he die of anyway? Some
He died
liver
of a
disease or something?
heart attack.
he died of
Oh, yeah.
rock and roll lifestyle.
He was 66. He was 66 years old on a outlaw hillbilly cruise and died in San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Wow.
Wow. There was such a thing as an outlaw hillbilly cruise. Wow. Why don't I hear about these things, man? I would have gone on that cruise.
See?
That sounds like a cruise I can get my head around, you know?
They're not puking because they're seasick. They're puking because they've been drinking whiskey.
They're puking
Gin
because they're lightweights.
guzzling. Gin guzzling.
I can get drunk
Yep.
on a ship. Almost fell off a ship drunk. I wasn't seasick,
Yeah.
though, but that'd have been bad. I'd been bobbing
Yeah.
around in the Indian Ocean all by myself at night. Listen,
Yeah,
Wouldn't
they
have been
called you Bob.
in my
You
head.
you wouldn't have been by yourself.
No, that's the problem. Would have been long. I was a dama.
Jaws. The fact that you saw Jaws a million times when you were a kid would have come right back to you.
Oh yeah, but only momentarily. There's all kinds of creatures in the fucking ocean. Yeah, right. They just come flying out. I think the worst one's like those giant Humboldt squid that are in the Sea of Cortez. They
Oh,
come
yeah.
out at night. They just come up from the bed like they're sea monsters, man. Like even a fisherman get the fuck out. The night is for them. There was.
I bet they make great calamari, though.
Yeah, but they look like I don't know.
Well,
Tires.
after a certain size, the ammonia content makes the flesh inedible. I mean,
Oh, is
after a
that
certain
right?
size with squids, yeah, it's
Yeah, like
It's
a ring would be
awful.
the
Their
size of a
ammonia
fucking
content.
Goodyear tire, Mike.
yeah, but
Ugh.
the flesh is inedible at a certain size.
Because you have to wrestle it. You
Get
have to
kinda
fight it
tough.
like Captain Nemo.
I remember watching Jacques Cousteau, and the ship kind of was sailing along one night, and then all of a sudden they were in this school of squid, and so they got their diving stuff on, and they went down in there, and then because they're French, like a bunch of guys like just grabbed a bunch of the squid,
Oh
and
yeah,
then they came up from their dive and they served squid, and they ate squid.
yeah. Also because they were at sea.
Yeah, It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And they, they're a good size. They weren't really big. They weren't Humboldt squid. I bet those things taste awful. I don't know. Sperm whales like to eat them.
Yeah. They got the
Sperm
Yeah,
whales
well,
eat
they're
some
probably
squid.
face.
their metabolism can deal with the ammonia content.
The squid
I guess.
Probably, but we can't deal with that ammonia
Mhm.
content. That's
What is it? That's that one grease. Ambergris is actually the beak of a squid that's in a whale.
Is that right?
amber
They called
grease.
it ambergris, I think. It was
It's like the most valuable substance on Earth or something.
It's just rare. You get a bottle of that and that was in every sperm whale. There was some of that in there. It wasn't like a lot, but there was some.
And they mix it into like perfume and stuff like that.
yeah.
It's
Women buy it and smear it on their face.
Hey man, if
Yes,
I could get rid of
lipstick.
here with some ammonia, you know what I'm saying?
well,
Hey,
sometimes you do. You get these skates. The skates. They're like a little manta ray. They live all off our shore here. They got a really high ammonia content too, but not high enough that you can't eat them. So they make they make fake scallops out of them.
yeah, that's a Rhode Island
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah,
And whenever you
fake-
get
It's
scallops that
fake-
taste like a little
skate
bit of ammonia,
scallops.
you get the scallops that taste like a little bit of ammonia. That's a skate.
Can't tell with
Yeah.
all that bacon wrapped around it. That bacon solves all problems.
Give him some of the scallops.
Yeah, I
Quote
want the sea scallops. Sure you do.
Sure, it comes from the sea.
It's like that fake
Mark-
crab meat. Fake crab meat is all just the bottom fish. They look like sea monsters too. They're like really gross looking, and they just grind it up into that fake crab. You can just anytime you get a seafood grinder like at Subway or something, that stuff they scoop out with an ice cream scoop. That
Yeah,
stuff.
that's seafood.
Oh, you mean that pollock that?
It's everything. No, it's
that,
everything. They just scrape the
yeah.
bottom. Whatever, like, you know what I mean. It's just like all the shit they couldn't sell otherwise.
And they boil it in crab and lobster shells to give it that
Right,
bread
yeah,
effect.
Yeah, that flavoring. That's
Add
in the
some-
ingredients. Natural
Yeah.
flavors.
That's number 5.
Yeah,
Hot dogs of the sea.
Yeah.
crab meat, hot dogs of the sea. That's perfect.
Seafood all the way.
Seafood, yeah, comes from the sea.
Hey, it's protein, right?
What's
It's made of the same stuff.
Sure.
It's just uglier.
Tastes good.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
It's like them chicken nuggets. They grind up feathers and beaks and everything for the chicken nuggets for that
They made
pink
of
slime.
pots. Remember pots?
But,
Made of pots. What
It's
pots?
all right.
Chicken-
Tastes good, right?
Chicken nougat.
It's the worst part, though. The worst part is the plastic they put in there for texture.
That's it. It is the worst pot. It's not the. It's the worst.
I don't
pots.
mind eating the feathers and beaks and stuff if you make them taste good. It's still
Oh,
the
it's a
same
testicle.
vitamins.
There's a testicle in it.
You believe me, Dave. You've eaten a lot of testicle in your life.
Nuts and butts.
You eating bologna and
Bologna, yeah.
hot dogs and
Bologna's
yeah.
really cool.
Mountain oysters at the barbecue place. Yeah,
Yeah, they power wash the spleen. There's a spleen. You're not supposed to eat that. That's a part they gotta throw away, and they don't want it. But so they actually power wash all that shit off. And that I think that's part of bologna. I think that's like shit they sandblast off the spleen. The
Great.
Jungle. You had me read The Jungle. Jesus
yeah.
Christ. Oh, fuck me. He said that I ate for their heart and I got their stomach. Right? It was supposed to be like how horrible the work was, but it still had an effect.
Oh yeah. Whoever was president at the time was reading that book, that novel.
Yeah,
And he
Teddy
was eating
Roosevelt.
a sausage sandwich and he threw it out the window.
Yeah, Teddy Roosevelt.
Like, what the fuck? He threw the thing out the window.
Yeah, and he wanted to do something about it. That's where we had.
Yeah,
like,
that's right.
meatpacking
That's where we
used
got
to be a really good
FDAA
job.
and all that. Yeah.
Now we're back to not good stuff, not so good. I guess some of your hot dogs have the fingers of migrant children in it. Just a finger. He's got to go back now.
They sterilize they kill all the critters with bleach.
Radiation too, ain't it? Don't they radiate the thing? Did they go through like a radiation chamber meat?
I don't know.
Yeah, whatever happened to
I
that?
think
That was
they
such
do
a
that.
big
They do
industry
that
thing.
for
Irradiated
apple
food.
cider. The apples and all that has to go through looks like a black light,
Yeah,
and it kills all the bacteria.
yeah, do that thing.
I remember the time Mike almost died from a hot dog. Remember that?
Yeah,
God.
What?
I had food poisoning from a mystery meat hot dog I got at the IGA in Pasco.
Oh wow.
Random. Everybody else was okay. He got the bad one.
Yep, it was bad too. I couldn't walk.
It don't take much. Just a tiny piece of it in there or something, you know.
Walking in the woods and he
Yeah, I've been there.
turned white.
I have to.
I was camping and did that. Yeah.
I've just mysteriously purged. Once it was a spinach pie. Clearly, it was a spinach pie because that's what flew out of my mouth like a rocket.
Yeah, I was sick for 3 days.
There's spinach fucking everywhere. It didn't even come out like it just went out blah like that, right? It was spinach pie from Lava Nova down here. That went out. I almost didn't even make it. There were other purges too. I mean, everything came out. I just emptied. But that felt great.
Emptied from both ends.
Yeah,
Projectile, explosive, projectile, fucking vomit and diarrhea.
My body
Mine
said,
was
whatever
serious.
this
I
is,
got
we
that.
don't want it.
I got that from smoked oysters up in Maine one time. I was crawling to the latrine from my tent. I couldn't even walk. It was
The
just
marine
awful.
crawl.
That's a bad thing. To get sick.
Yeah.
I got sick on Friday. That was bad. Ooh,
What was it?
fried clams.
Oh.
You don't want to get sick on fried clams, man. Ugh. It wasn't bad. I just
No.
ate too much grease.
That'll do it. Like an old deep fried ain't been cleaned in like a million years. It doesn't get up to temperature. It just sits there and soaks up that grease. So that if you squeezed it, like a cup of oil would come out of it and shit. It's got that smell too. Yeah. Deep frying. What are you doing? What are you doing
when you get-
deep frying shit?
When you get sick on something, you don't ever want to eat it again. You know.
I'm trying to think if that's true. I know there's
True for me, man.
I know for a
Yeah.
long time I don't want to deal with it. I know there's alcohols I won't go near, like Southern Comfort. One bout with that was enough. Most of those sweet liquors.
Yeah, Southern Comfort did it for me back in the day.
That's a one-time.
Southern
It's amazing, but
Comfort.
it's a one-time thing, you know.
Yep.
Ugh.
Yep.
Is it?
Southern Comfort.
I got sick on ambrosia once, and I never touched it again.
Oh, that sounds awful. Oh, vermouth.
Is that stuff that grandmas used to make back in the 60s and 70s?
Manischewitz.
Ambrosia.
Yeah, it's like marshmallow and orange.
Oh, yeah. Really vile. I'm going to erp now.
I know. Something moved when you said that.
I never had it before, and I never had it since.
Did somebody say
I think people
marshmallow?
tried to bring that back recently because I've been seeing that around lately. Like they're trying to revive that stuff, man. That stuff was awful then.
Avoid it. Avoid it, or you avoid
There's
it.
marshmallows and fruit salad. There's
Yeah.
yeah.
Avoid that
Uh,
shit. Avoid
Yeah,
that
you know
shit.
what? A little cup of it is probably fine. You know what I mean? And then
no, none of it's
not
good.
even a little cup. No, not even that.
Not
Not even
even-
a whiff.
Gross.
Not even a smell.
No, that's true. Even a whiff.
A whiff is not good. A whiff is all you need.
No, is all you need. Maybe that's Mike. Maybe that's the thing with you and eggs, man. Maybe it was you experienced that same thing.
Maybe. I
don't
can
know.
see that though. I get it. Like
when
if
you were
you get
young.
sick on something, you don't want to eat it anymore. I get that.
Oh, yeah.
I
Uh,
could understand that.
His mother beat him with a dozen of eggs when he was really, really small.
They used to
No,
tie him up.
she wouldn't do that unless they were hard boiled.
They used to tie him up and throw
And throw what?
throw eggs at you.
Yeah.
You got egged.
egged.
I
Yeah.
really tried them. I've tried them. I really tried to like them, but
You know,
They're
you look at
disgusting.
him, right, and I can see his point if you really look at him. This looks like a booger.
No, try not to think about it. Just go for the taste and the smell, and they're
Not
just
even hot
disgusting.
boiled, huh?
Disgusting.
I fucking love hot boiled eggs.
Wow, they're gross, man.
Hard boiled
Man.
quarter.
They stink, man. And then, oh man, disgusting.
I'm gonna fry up 3 nice over easy eggs after this.
I'm like that with liver. I can't get near it. I gag when I get close to it. That I gag.
That I was never. Yeah, I hear you. I was never able to get used to the liver.
That's
Of all the things I didn't like in childhood, I love them now, except for liver. I never could get used to it.
It tastes like a piece of shit. If I ever it, just if that's what I think shit would taste like.
Think about
It
liver.
tastes like because
It's
a
so
piece of
rich.
shit in my mouth.
It's so rich. You can only,
Well, it's organ meat. Organ meat all tastes the same like that. Liver is probably the most nutritious of the organ meats, but
some onions and potatoes. Oh,
nah.
Just that
Still
one
can't do
time.
it.
That one time I liked liver because I was malnourished. Other than that,
liver and potatoes, man. Oh yeah.
And that's it.
liver and onions.
Happy
liver and onions.
anniversary, I think.
That's it.
Right?
Happy anniversary. Happy birthday to Mike over here, 60 years old.
Happy birthday,
Old fella.
Mike.
Let's dance.
Keep it in your pants.
Keep it in your pants.